is Sharat Chava. I play the COO role at Olive Crypto Systems. Olive is kind of a fast-growing digital banking and then payments technology provider. In fact, recently we were awarded the best technology service provider by the Minister of India. Minister of Finance in India. We work with some of the most respected banks and then non-banking financial institutions as well, and also a few of the fintechs in the space. Predominantly in India, but also we serve few of our customers outside of India as well. We focus mostly on highly available, scalable, and then reliable at the same time affordable solutions for our customers. The kind of customers that we serve include both private and public sector banks, which are pretty large in India. Some of the few of the fintechs in this part of the world, and also some of the non-banking financial institutions. They rely on us in enabling their digital payments journey. Not only banking, but also we provide them with digital wallets and identity solutions like KYC, Aadhaar data vault, etc. Whoever is the customer, the requirement is maintaining the scale and then uptime, and also the highly secure solutions for them. The kind of use cases that we provide are different kinds of are different modes of payment solutions. Especially in India, we do have different types of modes of payment, be it central bank digital currency (CBDC), UPI, IMPS, AEPS, and then few of the identity providing like eKYC and also Aadhaar data vault. They all, if you look at the growth of the digital payment space in India, it took off really well. And right now, the focus is mostly on scalability, horizontally scalable infrastructure, as well as zero downtime, near zero downtime, so that our systems can adapt to the growing user base. There was a use case where we kind of tuned our system to the maximum fullest possible, be it operating system or our application or the network level. Then we were looking for a highly scalable kind of a cloud native database solution which can handle the spikes in the traffic as well as zero downtime, and which is kind of easy to operation. From the operations perspective as well. And that's when Yugabyte came into play, and that's a perfect fit for us. It's a Postgres compatible, distributed, and then comes with a built-in high availability and then disaster recovery features. It not only helped us in modernizing the tech stack for us as well as some of our customers, but also it helped us in reducing the cost as well. So our experience with Yugabyte has been, it helped us in reducing the complexity, operational complexity of the system, and our systems, along with Yugabyte, now can scale predictably, and then at the same time the response times remains the same, even in case of high peak transaction volume, and downtime is kind of came down to zero. And because of the time and the effort that is saved with this approach, right, we were able to focus more and more on other features or solutions for our customers. So if you are looking for to build or modernize your existing solutions, which falls under the same category, like where scalability, availability, zero downtime, you can depend on Yugabyte solution. It's the most capable and then the forward-looking platforms out there. It really helped us to future-proof our architecture, and then at times it exceeded our client expectations as well.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brahmaya Dibbe, Chief Architect Payments at Olive Crypto. Today, I am excited to share the story of how we transform our client UPI PSV switch to support the rapid growth of the India's UPI ecosystem. We will discuss the challenges we encountered with their traditional Postgres database setup and how we migrated to a distributed SQL database, which is a YugabyteDB in our case. So, before going to the details of the scaling UPI for the future and the migration strategies, I would like to first talk about the Olive Crypto systems. So, Olive Crypto was established in 2005 and specialized in NPCI platform-based payment solutions. We are a leading provider of next generation financial solutions for the banks, financial services, and fintech companies. Olive Crypto offers a scalable, high availability payment products along with consulting services tailored to the financial domain. So we received one of the best technology service provider award for the financial year 24-25 from the Indian Ministry of Finance. Now, so coming to the Olive and its journey. So Olive was founded by Mr. Bharvi Gade, an alumni of IIT Kharagpur. In 2005, our founder implemented the India's first mobile-based payment product, which is called as a MCheck, and it is a SIM-based mobile payment application. Then in 2009, we partnered with NPCI for the certification tools of the NFS and RuPay card systems. Later, we also provided the certification tools for the rest of the NPCI products like IMPS, UPI, AEPS, BBPS, NETC, and NACH. HSBC was the first bank. We provided the IMPS in the year 2011, and later this extended to the Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Union Bank of India in the following years. The first Aadhaar-based central switch, which is called as ASA and KSA, provided to the NPCI in the year 2013. In 2015, we partnered with the CH and migrated the EFT switch from the Opus to Olive, which is running successfully for the 175 cooperative banks and RRBs in a commodity hardware. In 2016, we are the part of the UPI launch and our banks of PSP mobile applications are demonstrated to the RBI governor. In 2020, we partnered with EBC, which is similar to the NPCI in Egypt for the instant payment network solution and running successfully in 27 banks. In in year 2022, we are the part of the CBDC POC launch, and the same is successfully running in 4 banks. In the year 2024, we enhanced the Beam existing tech stack, and Gigabyte is a part of the tech upgradation. These are the major milestones of the Olive from the last 2 decades, and this evolution reflects the Olive growth and adoption in the financial technology sector. So these are the all our major clients, both in India and abroad. These includes the prominent banks such as Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, HSBC, DBS Bank, and we also work with the specialized financial institutions like India Post Payment Bank, NPCI, and Kotak Mahindra, Kotak Life Insurance. Additionally, our client portfolio features innovative payment and financial service providers such as CredoPay, RappiPay, Dani, and CH, which is a TCS SBI enterprise. This diverse client base highlights our extensive reach and trusted partnership across the financial sectors. So, UPI is the one of the widely accepted payment systems in India. The transactions are going rapidly day by day. Currently, the UPI ecosystem is processing approximately 19 billion transactions per month, and the Alu UPI solution offers all the features enabled by the NPCI along with the integrated merchant acquiring capabilities that allow seamless payments at merchant outlets and across multiple entities. So this is the data says it all. The highlights of the key performances of major banks, which where the Olive UPI solution is getting used, and this data is taken from the NPCI website, and from the NPCI website monthly top banks. So our banks are performing uh, the high rate of the approval percentage and low TD, even with the very large transaction volumes. We see in the remittance beneficiaries TD for the month of the May 2025, which is almost 0.00 percentage for all the three major banks of Olive survey. So this indicates that Olive UPI solution delivers the top-notch performance and the reliability at scale. So coming to the database migration, which we have done for the Beam Yugabyte migrations. So, so there are one of the limitations of the current data solutions. So to overcome the limitations of the current data solution and the better support our customers' evolving needs, we conducted a thorough evaluation of the available options. So we selected the Yugabyte as a relational data store, which meets best for our requirements for the growth, scalability, and availability. And the Yugabyte as a choice positions as well for the database migration and modernization, ensuring we can handle the future needs effectively while providing a robust and reliable data platforms. So now coming to the business challenges. So in the digital payment space, what are the digital challenges we are facing for the high volume kind of the transactions? Uh, we see a lot of challenges in the digital payment platforms. So one key issue is the scaling to meet the peak demand. So in which is such cases like the festivals, salary days, are the major sale events. and the transactions volumes can surge dramatically. This is one of the key scaling issue, okay, with the existing traditional databases. And coming to the another major concern is the business continuity. Many systems uh, of the traditional database are rely on the manual or slow disaster recovery process. And because of this slow disaster recovery process, the situation forces the team to spend a valuable time on firefighting the issues instead of focusing on the innovation. And this increasing or leading the operational overhead and to just keep the things running. So overall, the payment industry requires, so with these challenges, the overall payment industry requires a distributed, high available architecture which guarantees the zero time, instant failovers, and consistent performance regardless of the transaction volumes. So, what are the current technical challenges with the existing systems to process the UPI kind of the load? So, let's start the discussion of the bottlenecks. Many existing systems of the current systems are rely on the single node databases which cannot scale horizontally. Okay. As the traffic increases, especially with the rise of the real-time payment services, these single nodes reach their capacity limits. In the second, next there is a challenge of disaster recovery. The traditional active standby configurations require a manual failover, which is not only slow but also prone to the errors. This poses a significant risk for the mission critical payment systems like UPI kind of the systems, which need to operate on 24 by 7 without the interruption. Additionally, uh, many organizations manage their in databases or data in silos. In this case, where we did the migration, so here they maintain the three separate databases, each has more than a 2 TB in the size. Managing and taking the backups on these three large individual databases increases the operational complexity and also raising the risk of the data inconsistencies. Sometimes it slow down in pace of the innovation also because of this lot of complexities and data inconsistencies. So by seeing all these like scaling bottlenecks and challenge of the data disaster recoveries. So in summary, to handle the growing payment volumes and ensures continuous availability, we need a distributed, scalable, and unified data layer which is designed to meet the modern demands. So now, what is the desired goals? So the desired goals are mainly the first one is the seamless scalability was the essentials. We need to we needed the ability to scale out horizontally as the transaction volumes increases without having to re-architect the entire application. This capability is crucial for managing the unpredictable spikes in traffic during the peak times or even for the special events also. This is the first seamless scalability, which is essential, is a goal, first goal. Second one is the high availability and automated disaster recovery. Uh, so these high availability and automated disaster recovery are non-negotiable requirements. So, and our aim was to achieve near zero time with failovers that occur automatically without any human intervention or disruption to the services. So this is the second goal. So which you want to achieve the distributed escalation. The third one is the simplified operations was the major focus. So instead of dealing with fragmented or siloed database clusters, we sought a unified platform which is easier to operate and monitor. So that is the third goal. So want to achieve as part of the migration. The critical requirement was a zero downtime migration path. So typically for a payment kind of the payments business, even a few seconds of disruption can be unacceptable. So we needed to ensure the transition from the legacy system to the new setup would not impact the live transactions. This is the one of the major critical requirement. The zero downtime migration is a major one. Finally, having a robust fallback plan is the vital. We need the ability to safely roll back if anything went wrong during the migration, reducing the risk while maintaining a speed. Okay, so all these goals, so these five goals, guided us our decision making process and led us to choose architectures specially designed for modern real time payment ecosystems. So, so these are the migration options we considered. So during the migration, so we evaluated the three major options. Uh, Option one is the big bang approach. So the big bang approach involves a full database dump and restore. While this method is a simple to execute, but it requires a significant downtime for a 24 by 7 uh, kind of the system payment systems. Even a short disruption is unacceptable because it can cause the failure transactions and damage our reputation also. And the option two, which is available for us, which is a Kafka-based streaming migration. So the Kafka-based streaming migration takes a snapshot of the database and then syncs the real-time changes with Kafka. It reduces the downtime compared to the Big Bang approach, but it has a challenges like the initial snapshot process is slow and fragile. If something goes wrong, you often have to start over from the beginning. Additionally, managing the entire pipeline is the complex. And we ultimately chosen the option three, which is a live migration path. The live migration path combines the both YugabyteDB Voyager for consistent snapshots with Kafka for real-time data synchronization. This approach offers the best of both the like zero downtime during the migration, built-in resiliency with the ability to retrieve the failed records, and also a fallback option if you need to reverse the migration. Okay, this will be the best option if you have chosen as part of the migration path. Although this technology is newer and required us to run a proof of concept and upskill the team, it was the safest and most feature-ready choice for a live payment systems. So now coming to our winning strategy, which is a live migration with uh, Voyager and Kafka with live streaming. So we divided this strategy into a multiple phases, like phase one and phase two. In a phase one, first we have took the snapshot with the help of the uh, Voyager to migrate the, the existing data of the 2 TB from the Postgres to the Yugabyte. This Voyager efficiently handles the schema conversion, data validation, and bulk loading without causing any disruption to the live system. So now we migrated the existing data to the from the Postgres to the Yugabyte using the Viber without any disruption. As part of as a second phase, we involve the real-time synchronization, which is a Kafka here. It is used to capture every new transaction on the Postgres and stream it continuously to the YugabyteDB. This Kafka capture ensured us no data loss and kept both the databases fully synchronized during the cutover window. Importantly, we implemented a SafeNet, safety net, a Kafka-based fallback mechanism to replicate the changes back from the Yugabyte to the Postgres. This gave us a confidence to give go live, knowing we could quickly revert if any unexpected issues occurred without impacting the users. So by combining the both Visor for the batch migration and the Kafka for the real-time sync, we have a very clear rollback plan, and we achieved a safe and seamless modernization of our payment PSP switch. So the transformation, the outcomes of the business impact. Okay. So post migration, so what are the outcomes and the business impact seen is we completed the cutover seamlessly with zero data loss and only a minimum downtime window. So it is less than 2 hours or even less than that. So we achieved uh, the cutover. So after the migration, the system was able to handle 5 to 10 times increase in peak transaction volume while using a few resources than before. So this Yugabyte has reduced the lot of the resources. Okay, so the number of hardware which were using fewer than the older one, and we also maintained a stable response time even during the traffic spikes, thanks to built-in replication across the fault domains, which also assured the zero downtime. And also coming to the operationally, the process has become the simpler with the automation, which reduces the management overhead and cost. And most importantly, the user experience improved noticeably with lower latency and fewer transaction failures. Now, overall, we have a future-proof platform which supports growth without the need to rethink of infrastructure every time. Why we need a gigabyte? Yeah. So the gigabyte DB provides the best combination of the feature of our needs. It is compatible with Postgres, which means our teams could continue using the familiar tools and the skills without a steep learning curve. At the same time, it is a fully distributed database with a strong consistency, which is essential for handling payments securely and reliably. The Gigabyte platform, includes the native sharding and auto healing capabilities. It's ensuring the data is effectively distributed and the system can recover automatically from the failures. And it also has a built-in high availability and a disaster recovery uh, capability to eliminate the need for the additional third-party tools. And the Gigabyte being a cloud native by design, so it offers the operational simplicity required for the teams to scale quickly and manage complexity effectively. This combination of the features like the built-in high availability and the DR in the native sharding and auto healing makes the Yugabyte DB is the ideal foundation for the building our next generation of the payment platforms. So now, what are the key takeaways and the lessons learned? So during the migration, post migrations. So the proactive scaling is essential to ensure infrastructure can handle growth without performance issues. Don't wait until bottlenecks occur. The live migration with zero downtime is possible when you have the right tools and careful planning in place. Is one of the key takeaway. Thus, most importantly, it is invest in a proof of concept to thoroughly validate your migrate strategy before fully committing. So, proof of concept is the one of the key takeaway before uh, moving into the production. And the distributed SQL technology offers a transformative solution, especially for the high growth mission critical applications, providing a scalability and reliability. So these key takeaways highlight the importance of being proactive, planning carefully, testing thoroughly, and leveraging modern database solutions to support business needs. Thank you for joining us today.